You don't have to start it yet.
For sure.
I'm sure.
First, so. What are you gonna do? Yeah.
Hey, Randall.
Yeah. I mean, you can have it if you want.
Go ahead. I saw the girl.
Okay. Oh,
So, are you ready to tell me something good when we start the meeting?
Really, I don't have much good to say today. I really don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Today's not, it's not been a good day. Okay, my child turned 6 months.
Yeah, I know, we got, but when I start the meeting. We always do that, so I'm looking around to the regulars, Dawn. You got some good shit.
Yeah, my kid goes back to school in a week.
Yeah.
That's
Kendra,
really good.
you're gonna,
Actually, I do.
oh, hold on, wait, we're gonna wait then. I'm waiting till the council. We still have 2 minutes.
yeah.
Oh, that's even better than it.
Hi, how are you?
She is
Manageable.
Okay.
All right, come on back in, Sarah. Kim's waiter is ready to get in. Okay. Good morning, Randall, Kim. I think that's the only ones. How are y'all?
Hi there, how are y'all?
Good. Randall.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're starting the meeting off. Hey, Randall, don't run off. Hey, Angela.
I had to get some water.
Okay, I love your cup. We're starting meeting now, and I want you to be the first one to start off with telling us something good. Really, you got,
I don't have anything good.
Kendra, you got something good?
I do, despite the fact that I'm walking kind of now, finally. I was hoping Sonia would be on because I wanted to share, and she usually is. I wanted to share that an agent on the other side of the transaction with her called me just to let me know what a great job she was doing and how good she was to work with, how well her communication was with them. And she says, I know you always get the calls with the bad stuff. And I felt it was important when, something good happens that I call sometimes. So that was something good. And I was hoping Sonia would be on. She could do it.
Very good. Let's also talk about with your use of command, which I guess we talked a little bit, how you picked up 2 listings.
Yeah.
That much needed listings.
Yeah. So, and really, I was using command. I use command very heavily to touch my sphere and my database. Like I mark it, I do campaigns and things to pick up new leads, but I mark it really heavily to my sphere. So that I'm always top of mind. And I not only took 2 listings, but I'm also, because of that, getting the
Will you bring it back here?
on a beachfront property in Pensacola Beach, because a client called me because I touch him all the time through my smart plans and said, hey, we're thinking about moving to Florida. We want to be on the water. We're thinking now's the time. If we do that, we're going to want to list our house. Would you be able to help us with that? We're just thinking about it. And I said, yeah, if you want to list your house, where you're going. I got an agent, found them an agent, referred them. They were going for vacation and they found that the price they couldn't refuse at a location that they wanted on the beach of property. So long story short, got under referral agreement with they're now under contract to close on a beachfront property in Pensacola Beach next month. called me and said, okay, we're under contract, we need to sell our house. And I said, okay, and the comment that he made that made me realize that my smart plans and my touches works is he said, I know you're gonna do a great job selling our house because your marketing is everywhere. You're a great marketer. We always see your advertisement, you know, we're gonna sell it. I spend no money. I don't do billboards. I don't do any paid advertisement. But what they always get from me are emails. They get, I send postcards occasionally. I sell a little magazine 4 times a year. They get a Christmas card. Hopefully my calendar is on the side of their refrigerator because they get that from me. So it's just marketing, but mostly things that I'm not having to do. It's things that I set up in command and then they do for me. And kind of similar situation with another one, a past client who, because I'm always top of mind, when they think of real estate, they don't go search for a realtor. They call the realtor who's been in their mailbox all the time, or, you know, whether it be their email box or their physical.
There you go. So you have 2 listings because of using command and smart plans, right? Very good. John.
Okay, Lisa, I've got something good for you.
Tell me. Yes, tell us, Randall.
Okay, so I guess it's not good that my selling agent broke her foot. So I've had to sit at the model home a lot more. And I've been using this time to work on the health of my command, get my spear built up, get ready to get a smart plan out there.
Awesome. So what percentage are you at on your? You
On
can
my
tell,
health wise, I'd have to jump over there.
you can
I
tell me
haven't-
later. That's awesome. Thank you.
Good enough for both of us.
All right. I guess we're gonna. Well, I have something good to share. We have. You've already been to team meeting. Right? Yeah. Like a Sullivan and stuff. We have 2 new agents that have just joined us, Kara and Jean, and we are so excited. They've already jumped in. Done an open house, right? Chattered an open house. Yeah, with Nina. We are so excited. This is y'all's first meeting, right? All right, very good. Next up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Robert
with Hometown Lenders is up.
Well, hello again, guys out there, and hello, nice to see you guys here. My name's Robert, with Hometown Lenders. I run an office from in here. And I handed out a little sheet today. It kind of goes over, you know, our products, there's 4 main big ones. But at the bottom, almost towards the bottom, there's a sentence. That's the important sentence there. It's no lender fees and a free appraisal for any KW Madison referral.
Nice. Say that one more time.
No lender fee and a free appraisal for any KW Madison.
Awesome. Thank you.
I couldn't make it rhyme, so I did.
Very good. So, also Gina Barlow was singing your praises last night. And she also told me that you guys are going to be working on a class.
That's right. We're working on a class. I don't know much details, but it's some type of first-time home buyer class. So
So,
What will that be?
I don't
okay, we're working on it.
Yeah, we're
We were
working on
talking
it.
about it last night.
It's in the talking phase.
Yeah. So, but Robert is right here in the hall and he is always very supportive. He gets stuff done. Gina was bragging about that. And so thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. And thanks for that good news. We have to put that out. All right. Next up is Mr. Jeff with Capital Title.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to you guys. Congratulations. Hello, Zoom land. Good to see you. I'm with Capital Title. I'm an attorney there, so we're a resource for you for anything, any questions that you guys may have on anything. Just let us know, and either through Tiffany or the attorneys there will happily answer any questions that you may have. And so what I'm generally doing these is kind of have just a talking point for questions that we get a lot of. They all depend, just depending on what the market is going on. And Tiffany had mentioned, I guess it was last week, that she's been getting a lot of questions about people buying properties at a tax sale. And so I'm just going to touch on that for a second. So if you have a client call you and says, hey, it's got this great deal that I want to put an offer in, just, I want to caution you, be careful for something that's always too good to be true, because a lot of times that's what a tax sale will end up being. So just to give you a little bit of a background on what happens, if somebody loses a property in a tax sale, then they have a 3-year right of redemption in order to get that property back. And so at that point, if somebody goes and buys it, that new party has to wait for that 3 years to be up before the probate court will even issue what's called a tax deed. And so that's when the probate judge signs off on it's not like a general deed that you'll see in a normal closing. It's just strictly a tax deed. And so once they get that, they have to wait another 3 years before it'll be insurable for title insurance. So they're hooked up in there for about 6 years, and then it gets even more complicated after that. After that 6 years is up, then you're going to have your client either file a quiet title action, which is a lawsuit. So they're going to have to hire an attorney and actually file a case to be able to get clear title of the property, or try to track down the person who lost the property in the tax sale to sign a quitclaim deed, signing title over to them. So it's it can get really messy. So you'll see at some point you'll have somebody call you up. This is the best deal I've ever seen, and there's a reason, because in order for it to be insured, they're going to have all that time and effort in order to get clear title, in order to have that property get issued title insurance when they try to either flip it or sell it or whatever they may do. So it's just something to keep in mind. Caution them. It's not a bad thing. There's plenty of people who've done well with these, but just caution them. And then if they have any questions, just let us know, and I will be able to let them, lead them through, tell them what their risks and what the rewards are. So.
The only thing I have to add to that is, if you get someone wanting to list their property that they've lost at a tax sale, they have to redeem it, correct?
Yes.
Okay, they do have to go through the redemption. They can't just sell it and pay the taxes back or anything like that, because someone owns that tax right.
That's correct. Yeah, they have to go through a formal redemption process, which is it's not overly complicated, but it's they can't just up and just say, oh, sorry about that, I paid the taxes, so it's mine now. Now there's a legal process that has to go through for them to end up getting it back. So that is correct.
So when someone buys it at a tax sale like that, they can't sell that property, right? Because they'll never, until that 6 years when they get a clear title.
Unless somebody wants to assume, whatever risk that they've got, there's not going to be a clear title to that. Title insurance companies, they're fearful of a lot of things. The tax sales are probably, I'd guess, it's probably the number one, because they don't want to insure that because there's so many factors that can come back in. One other thing that I failed to mention, all prior judgments and liens, even if it gets lost in a tax sale, still attach. And so they could be responsible for those as well. Even though, those judgments and liens weren't against them, they're still on the property. And so that's kind of that's something they may have to deal with later on. And then tax sale properties also are prone to having judgments and liens, because if somebody wasn't paying their taxes, a lot of times they're not paying some of their other stuff as well. And so that will again attach to the property. So, something to look out for.
Do you already have any other questions for Jeff? Tiffany, for anything for Tiffany?
I'm here if you do.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned when I first started, for the new people that I haven't met, again, we have a partnership, so we are a resource for you. Again, especially when you're starting out, I know there are going to be questions that pop up, and then don't hesitate to call. Either you generally call Tiffany first, and if it's something that she needs us to advise you on, then give us a call as well, and we'll be happy to point you in the right direction. So,
Awesome.
all right.
And I see that Tiffany has.
I have gift cards, Lowe's, $25, because I know everyone's at home doing projects.
Oh, yeah. So
That's right.
I saw just a stat the other day, like Home Depot and Lowe's, their sales are up like 25% throughout the pandemic. So that's certain people have benefited.
Number 4, Chandra Woods.
Congratulations.
Number, number 10, Randall, are you there?
He's there.
You've won a Lowe's gift card from Capital Title.
Wow, that couldn't be more timely.
Congratulations. Thanks, you guys.
I'll put it in your box.
Thank you.
All right, thank y'all so much. I'll let you get on with the rest of your meeting, and we will see you soon.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Next up, Justin Time, who sponsored our team meeting, he has peace back there, which I'll go get some plates for, is Mr. Mikkel Buchanan with DR Horton.
Hey, guys. How you doing? How you doing on the screen? New world, a little different, huh? Okay, that's cool. Can y'all see me? Y'all good? Hey, April. All right, guys, so ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know me, my name is Mikkel. I work with DR Horton. I've been with DR Horton 6 years and 4 months. I specialize in new construction, been in real estate a total of 11 years. I wanted to come by since this is probably the first time I've been in this office in over a year. Keller Williams Madison, don't tell Huntsville, but Keller Williams Madison is my favorite brokerage. You know, I also take the bowl classes, so I'm very familiar with that. So I know how you're trained. I've worked with several Keller Williams agents for Madison. And in the last 12 months, me and this young lady here, Lisa, I sold her son a house, and I think it's her cousin or auntie we're working on right now. But I want to ask any questions you all may have. I think you all might facing how short inventory is right now. Explain to you how new construction works right now, at least from a standpoint of how we're doing things and some other places doing things. And one thing I want to stress to everyone is urgency. That old analogy, if you got to go sleep on it, you won't sleep in it. Very true. I'm really surprised how many agents, and been Keller agents, but okay, there you go. All right, man. Okay. A lot of agents will call me and set an appointment. Oh, we're coming Saturday. I say, you might as well not. Why? It's Tuesday. I would not be here Wednesday, let alone Saturday. Well, you just put it in MLS. I sure did. I promise you it will not be here Saturday. You know, so houses are selling fast. Probably 40% of my clients now are from out of state. California, DC, Washington, they got cash, or they're fast, whatever I ask them to do, within hours sitting in my email box, where someone who walked through the door, agent, I got to track the agent down, not killer agents, but just saying things that happen with their buyers, you know, so I just want to peek my head in the door, introduce myself. I got some cards out here I will pass out. Definitely enjoy the pizza. But I do know Chandra, I do know this young lady here. I think everybody else is kind of new to me.
You know Garrett.
We've met before?
Yeah, that's my son.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never seen a full face. He has some shades on sometimes. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, how you doing, Garrett? Yeah, but the whole thing, guys, I mean, our market's hot. I mean, y'all know what it is. You know, if you're not making money now, I don't know what you're doing. I really don't know. I'm a nerd. I'm a researcher. I look at numbers. Huntsville ranks in the top 5 newer categories. I think there is. I just sold an 1,800 square foot house, $229,000 to a couple from San Jose who said double houses going for $300,000. And that had to be the easiest sell I ever had. Literally walked in, did this. Okay, we won. I was like, what? You don't want to see? No, we're good. This is 4 bedroom, 2 baths for $229. Yeah, we're good. Okay. DC. Last Friday, I sold 2 houses last Friday. Lady found a house. She called me from DC, happy to work for the FBI. She's relocating. And as she's looking, say, do you have another bathroom? I said, actually, I do in the cul-de-sac. It's $6,000 more. On the phone, she yells to her other agent who's in the cubicle, whatever, wherever they are, and says, hey, you want a Catherine too? They got one. She says, yeah, this is real. I'm on the phone. Are you serious right now? She goes, yeah. How much is it? 303. Why is it $6,000 more? It's in the cul-de-sac. I don't care. That's cool. We'll take it. I did a copy of a check. Here's the address. Within an hour, we really 30 minutes. Both of those agents had that information. You know, didn't care about brick color. They're just looking for a home. It's a great day to be in real estate. I remember right after the bus was a horrible time to be in real estate. That's when I came in and it was fresh new. to see the change that's going and see agents that are working hard and giving, I hear y'all process. I had to walk out and I got stuck in the lobby, but when I was listening to your processes, I forgot what you follow. But you're one of the few, I'm serious, I like to do this a lot, go talk to a lot of brokerages. Y'all are one of the few brokerages that actually have processes and know how to follow up, know how to touch buyers, very professional. Serious, I've never had a problem. Okay, there's one. I never had a problem on a killer agent, and she was in Huntsville, I can tell you.
Thank you.
Yeah. This one, never heard. No, but going through Bold Glass and coming to several meetings over the last several years, I like to know how you guys operate. Old saying from Sean Tzu, even though you're not my enemy, know thy enemy, you know thyself. So I like to see how Keller Williams operates. And you guys are top tier for a reason. So any questions I can answer for you, anything y'all are experiencing out there, I can, maybe shine some light on?
Is there any resource, I'm sorry. you wanna say something?
They were looking, go ahead. They were looking at each other.
No, besides having to call each agent,
Uh-huh.
That's in charge of each, development, is there any kind of resources that you can, look online for?
Great question. What I can do, I don't know if the front desk is the same people that have been the year.
No, this is Sarah. She's not up there right now because
Okay.
we had a rearrange today.
So-
And so,
Pre-COVID, what I was doing
Yes.
was emailing, I'm sorry, Harvard, I forgot her name. I emailed the spec list out to you guys.
that's correct.
Now, bro, that's it. So the spec list, we used to be able to cross sell, I was going to stay on the market that long. But since you guys, I will email you the spec list. We cannot sell a house till it goes to stage 5, which is basically the back end of frame. But if I send it out once a week, you can, or once every other week, you can keep track of what's where. You can go online and look and see like where Deerfield's a new market, Jones Springs, where I am, is Annapolis. Which community is still active? We just got a marketing manager, we had to replace one, but we're catching up. So sometimes our website might not be whatever, but that MLS, that speculative, excuse me, for us, that's our Bible as employees. And we can shoot them out, no problem. We don't look at our own website, we look at it. So that goes, as soon as the house sells, and any community is pulled off the list, and it's generated the text, and they shoot it back out on Monday, 6 o'clock in the morning, 12 noon, and then Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Mick, how can you still assist at any neighborhood when it gets to stage 5?
It's actually stage 9, I can assist. The house is gonna stay around long enough for me to do it. I was called the cross sell king. I kill somebody in a minute. Like if I saw I'm all over, my sales all over the place. Now, for the past year, I have 2 communities in Meridianville that are wrapping up. I got 1 in Athens, so it's 3 total. So I've been pretty busy this year. But before then, cross selling, I could do stage 9. I hope they bring it back so I can cross sell more. But the house is gonna stay alone. Stage 9 is flooring. Flooring stage. If
The
you,
spec homes, you can't choose any colors or anything like that, okay.
Or
correct.
y'all just pretty much building specs too, correct?
80 specs a month.
Yeah.
And they're selling like hotcakes. I took another believe almost 2 years ago, came back 2 months, like, what are we doing? And I was like, ain't nobody gonna buy this Catherine 2,200 square foot home with no granite, no crown molding, no tray ceilings. And then the next day I sold one for 268. I killed my own argument, so I just shut up since then. I just brought it away. So, any other questions?
So do you have, yeah, go, Judy. I was gonna-
Given all the current situation with materials and all that sort of stuff, have you guys made any major adjustments to your contract to cover your cost overruns potentially and walkaways from contracts?
Raise the price, that's about it.
Okay.
That's it.
There's no a percentage you can go above that's written into the contract, 3%, 5%, we can go up to this part due to materials. No.
Just raise the price of houses. We try to suppress it. We are the #1 builder in the country, so it was a very long time. We suppressed it long as we could. There were some other builders that were not building on 2 homes a month and things of that nature. But 3 weeks ago, when the price of lumber went up 138%, we only, everything was on a stretch for a week and we had to increase prices. A lot of buyers, this is a sales technique, where we're doing like, hey, what you see now won't be here tomorrow. Oh, whatever. Okay. And I'm sure y'all are feeling that. I would tell y'all to flood the new construction market. If you're not familiar with new construction, definitely take a look at it. Price is what it is. There's no negotiation anymore for the house doesn't stay on the market that long.
Although,
Ma'am?
I was just
Although.
curious, although
Okay.
the building materials, is that increasing the price on?
Mhm.
And at what point are you locked in?
That contract. That contract. That's why if you call me, I would tell you, you need to come today. Let me go ahead and shoot the contract out to you today. If I shoot the contract and we are in negotiation, the price is locked in, because the contracts that went out with their price. You wait tomorrow, it could be $5,000, $6,000 more. That's across the board. It's not just us. But waiting, you literally be waiting not to be able to find a home.
So you're sold out of Meridianville. So yeah,
Got
can you
like
kind of
8
just touch on
homes.
the neighborhoods that you got?
I have Creek Ridge is right. Y'all know what the executive airport in Meridianville is? Right around the corner. One was on Creek Ridge, 29 lots. I got 4 homes left, 2 are closing today, so they'll really close out days. We have another community named Fox Run, which is like the second wave of Creek Ridge. Oak Haven, which is off Patterson. I'm down to 4 homes there. They all on the contract, we closed out.
That's all down Patterson's at.
Little make a left, mile, I didn't know how to make a quarter mile on the right, but it's sold out.
Before you go around turn.
Yep, right from your turn. And I'll tell you, like, there's like, I don't know if you guys know, but like, that's what I'm like, I'm sorry. No, good all just about legacy. Y'all aware of that? Good all.
Really?
Yeah, good all just about legacy homes. Why am I,
Darren's side,
ma'am?
Darren's side?
Aaron's side?
Isn't Legacy Darren's side?
I don't know who's their side.
No, I thought he was Legacy. I thought he was the builder.
Not, there's a legacy build, no, legacy home, like the green and black, that's their colors.
Okay.
Used to be Hunter Homes and went to Legacy. They now Goodall. And there's a Goodall community right down the street from me. And they're releasing now the Goodall product, so they got rid of all the Mongo, they sold all that stuff out, phased it out. So if you look around, there's a lot of gray and white signs that are already breaking up, probably popping up, and they'll probably do some more. Ladies and gentlemen, new construction where it's at. I basically become your assistant. If Lisa's stuck in limestone, we have a relationship, say, Kel, I got a customer, blah, blah, can you take care of them? I don't make any more money if it's with the agent. I really care less. I care that the agent, the buyer's taken care of, but I don't make any more money. She can call me, hey, I say, hey, just come on out, just send them out, I'll take care of them. I'll let them call them, I'll send them a copy of the contract.
And I think it's important too to have a conversation because my old no specs and at all. And Mikhail knew that Trenton was looking, he was actually about to go buy somewhere else in Buckhorn. I was like, no, you're not. But literally that day, Mikhail's like, Lisa, I've got one for Trenton. Come now. He had everything done. So if you let him know you've got somebody that's interested in that area, sometimes things do fall through, things happen, or when it gets to stage 5, he can make it happen for you.
And I don't mind asking questions because not a lot of the sales agents go out and do what I do. So I can answer some questions. I don't mind pointing you in the right direction, give you some insight. Some stuff you do have to go put boots on the ground, look around for yourself. I have no problem whatsoever having a conversation, helping you out, introducing you to whoever agents on that property and move on. You have anything else? Questions?
Mikhail, like you said, he is a Bold graduate. So for those of you that know Bold, that was a big deal. And he had to make up for a lot of fouls. Didn't you have to make up for a lot of fouls?
No.
Because you were late, no, because you remember your work wouldn't let you. do
Oh,
your
well,
meeting.
yeah, okay, that was my fault.
And he still graduated.
That was 100, like every week, you did the 100
Yes.
a day. What do they call it? You do.
100 contacts a day or
100
maybe out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you-
That's pretty impressive. Him and Robert actually both.
Mhm.
That's not in here anymore. Completed Bold. So
All right.
appreciate you.
Thank
you so much, Mikhail.
Absolutely.
All right. Red Day, I want to talk,
Thanks, sir.
big thank you to you guys. We have a whole lot more pictures, but I want to give the results of what this office did, although we have more food that somebody needs to deliver to.
Casey took it.
Oh, she did? Okay, it's fine. But for Red Day this year, big congrats to, we provided 2,720 meals was over 3,000 pounds of food and over 5,000 cans to the Food Bank of North Alabama. So great job, y'all. And I hope that you will take this and send this out, or we'll get a flyer out to thank your clients, customers, and Spear for helping make that happen also. So we weren't able to really go over numbers, but I just wanted you guys to look at where we are month over month and year over year with our numbers. Closed units, we are up 1.7% month over month and up 23% year to date on closed units. Closed sales volume up 32%, up 56% year to date. As you can see, our listings, and this is, comparative to what we've done month over month and year over year. Market's down, we know with listings, but we're down too. We were up though, we're trending up. We were up month over month 8%, but we're still down 21% year to date. Listings taken volume, we were up 28%, down 14. And then you can just see the trend. Listings sold volume though. So while we're still down, we're still trending up pretty high on, the listings sold volume and listings sold. Contracts written volume, we were up 35% year to date. We were at 13. Contracts written volume, we were up 91% month over month and 50% year to date. And I just wanted to say, I did say this last time, I'm going to say it because I'm so excited. Y'all had the best month that Keller Williams Madison has ever seen last month, writing $30 million in volume. So and to go along with that, I wanted to congratulate everybody. We got this from Keller Williams International. And last year we received a bronze in our profit share, but we now received a silver on commissions earned, a bronze on units sold, and a silver on our profit share that we do. So isn't this so pretty? I hope y'all have seen this. Can y'all see? Anyway, great job, y'all. I'm so excited. All right. Then going on, this is what it's looking like in the region. So they're pretty flat on listings taken year to date. Listings taken volume, they're up 12%, which I guess is a trend because our average sales price keeps going that way. So, and then across the country with Keller Williams International, this is where they're at. So listings taken across the country, I guess we all really is pretty flat. So they have a 6% increase. But there is that. We were just named one of America's best employers for diversity by Forbes magazine. Also a top company by LinkedIn. And in marketing, in our command, there's material for those that are celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Just partnered up with the LGBTQ. Okay. And now we are up to Chandra.
So I've shared before, for those of you who haven't heard, that Living Command, they've given us the ability to generate a branded magazine that you can send out to your customers. What's neat about it is all the content for the magazine is there. You just can plug in your contact information, your photos. They are updating it quarterly, so you can either send it out quarterly to your client by print or email, or you can break it into, there's a lot of content there, so you can break it up into parts and send it out like once a month instead of quarterly. So that's just letting you know that this month the Q2 one became available. And just to show you, and I'll pass it around, like literally in 10 minutes, because I was trying to do it before the team meeting last time, and I had 10 minutes to get it done. In 10 minutes, I put together this magazine, all the content, I'll
Here, I'll grab it. Okay. Sharon.
All the content is there. It took me 10 minutes to put in my pictures in the pictures part, which command already has your picture there because it's in your profile, so just select it and drag it in to put in my information. But those articles are there. They look very professional. You can send it to a printer and have it printed up on, shiny paper. You can send it out in an email to your customers. This is your quarterly newsletter, but just another way to touch people, to keep you top of mind with them.
And what's so great is you don't have to come up with the articles.
That's the best part.
And so, and like you said, through command, you can have a printer, do it magazine style, send it out, or digitally. So, very good. Next.
And you can put
Oh,
it on
sorry.
your social media too.
Yeah. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about some smart plan.
Yeah, so they added a new, you probably used to go into the Smart Plan library and then you see immediately up top, the ones that are, the KWRI ones, so there's about 10 of them that the company creates. Then you see everything that's been contributed by agents across the company. So now they've added a new tier that now appears on top. It is featured ones. And those featured ones are ones that are considered very relevant to the current market. KWRI has pulled them out from, other agents have done them, but they're very prevalent to the current market. And, they're probably, the top rated ones. So there's those featured ones to use, and they're pretty good. I've looked at them, but still, if you scroll down on the screen under featured, you see those KWRI ones next, and under those, you see the whole library.
Yeah, so there's a bunch, and you can see how many agents are using it, how many have rated it, and what their ratings are. And what's super cool too is you can actually, before you select it and put it into your smart plans, you can click on that and you can see the actual steps that goes through on each of those. So open houses, there's a great open house follow-up plan. Everyone that you meet in an open house, go tag them, put them in a smart plan, open house smart plan. Is someone just looking, right? Someone you just met, long-term nurture, there's a lot of.
Just past client ones. I have
Yeah.
a smart plan for past client one. I found one on here for buyer education email series. And I put a couple buyers on it. It's a 10-part email series every week. They get an email that literally breaks down all the buyer stuff. So to complement my buyer consultation. But every third Monday of the month, I do teach a detailed, in-depth how to work smart plans, how to use the ones in the library, how to create your own, how to, know what all this means. So, try to tune in to some of that training.
Awesome, thank you.
So I just printed one because it's very confusing. We get these and you're like, what do you do with them? And then when you get them, it basically is a Word document that has so the one they put out most recently was Sellers Wanted. And it's basically a Word document they give you. And then it's usually 3 or 4 pages behind it. And I'll pass this around too. And so how you're supposed to use these is it tells you what the content of that client communication kit is. And you can actually take these and put them in your own smart plan. So you copy, cut and paste this email, put in a smart plan, and then you can email it if you want to, but it's just easy to put in a smart plan. And then when you're calling them, these are the words to use. And for this communication kit, these are social media piece. It always has a social media piece in there. So something you can put on your Facebook business page, or you can send it to your client too. But it's basically a whole marketing piece, a communication plan / marketing piece, revolving around whatever.
It's so cool. So there is so much that they provide us. So this is the Sellers Wanted. So you go in there, you do that, like Chandra said, there's social media, there's emails, there's text for you to send to your clients, your database. You don't even have to make that up. They've done the wording for you. You can change it to make it your own. But they give you scripts to pick up the phone and call. I mean, it's all there for you, and we need more sellers. So that is one of the things that they have just rolled out for this month.
And every month there's a new one. So.
Yeah. and branding you. You put your brand down there in command and let it roll. Okay. And then Outfront's guide to landing more listings. I'm hoping all of y'all are going into Outfront, and if you're not, I mean, it's full. You can get lost in there with, can't you?
Oh, it's so much information.
It's such good information and such great ideas. So I would definitely make sure you're checking out the landing more listings guide in Outfront. Yeah.
Where is this?
Outfront.kw.com or technology. You can go to technology.kw.com. I do it all the time.
Well, you can actually get directly to it by doing Outfront. Outfront@kw.com, I think sends you to the Outfront website. right?
So I'm gonna look at it, but under technology,
But when you go there, there's an
Yes.
option to let you subscribe, so it just sends it to your email.
so when you go to technology.kw.com, there's a bunch in there. And from there, you can click on the Outfront link up at the top. Wow. And it's right up at the top, and it's got all kinds of awesome stuff just in there. So technology.kw.com. All right. More next. And then there's lots of must reads on Outfront. Also, if you want any KW gear, garb, they are running a flash sale and some stuff. So, all right. And now we are at bucket fills. And I'm going to do a couple bucket fills right here with some gift cards. But I just wanted to stop and tell all of you that we are missing Kara and we're missing some others today. I want all of you to know, and please keep Kara and her son Cohen and their family in your prayers. She messaged me last night and told me that they were in Vanderbilt in the ICU. Her son had went to the doctor. Stephen had taken him to the doctor, and they immediately sent him by ambulance to Huntsville Hospital. From Huntsville Hospital, took him to Vanderbilt because they think, and she shared it, so I asked if I could share with you guys, but that they think it's type 1 diabetes. And they caught it just in time. His sugar was like 536 or something. So we from Market Center, hopefully, I know that I'm about to do a gift card for them to grab some meals and things. I'm going to present it to the ALC today, that we give them a donation to just help them with their stay and their care while they're there. But y'all keep her in your prayers. And now I'm going to do some bucket fills. Let's read the first one. Rochelle is gorgeous. And I won't read the rest. She says she's a bad. So we'll give that to Rochelle. Deborah Spears is on her way to being a top agent. So they're going to get a good card. And Kara Cunningham for always answering my multitude of questions. So she will get a Starbucks gift card too. And at the end, we're going to draw for these off. All right, next. So we're about at the end. So I would love for all of you to put this down on your calendar. Mikhail, you can come too. It's June 15th. We're going to be hosting. This is a wealth building, running your business like a business. I would encourage all of you. This is incredible training. And this is Bob Kalinsky. He is the operating partner of North Florida and the Southeast region. He is the one that truly brought, he's the owner of Keller Williams Southeast region, him and Kay. He is coming. He let us know he's coming. He's doing this class. And we're signing the contract today. I've got it to sign for the botanical garden. And it's like 1:30 to 4:30. It's a 3-hour class. I would encourage everyone that hasn't, if you've been, do it again. It's awesome. Robert, have you been?
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
to the one in Birmingham. It's
well worth your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I did it in Nashville. I don't know. It's a long,
Okay.
you know, 3 or 4 years ago, so.
Yeah, I did it in Birmingham a couple of years ago. Did you go, Chandler?
I haven't, I want to go, because I know it's
So-
great, I've heard.
So, I mean, he's, saying at the event, you will learn the difference between a practice and a business, why most agents don't operate a true business, the 10 indicators of a true real estate business, how to build a business structure, how to obtain an instant income increase, and how to start, run, and grow your true real estate business today. So put it on your calendars now. You really don't want to miss it. And we will be asking for some RSVPs on that. So does anybody have, yeah?
I'm on that party.
No, you're,
Can anybody, I have to be killed.
no, I mean, I have a certain amount, but if you know somebody that you would like for me to invite, absolutely. From other brokerages, I mean, I'm good. I just have a limited number
I
there.
have to, I know. how to
Yeah.
operate.
But yeah, let me know if there's somebody who
Sure.
would like to come. For sure. Does anybody have any announcements on anything that they have coming or anything that you need currently inventory wise or? No? Does anybody have anything to say? Roger, I'm so happy to see you. Do you have anything to share? Do you have any listings coming?
Lisa,
That was like, there you
I
go.
can't see.
you?
Who is it? I can't see right now. Is it Randall?
yeah,
Okay. Hey, Randall.
if we wanted to help out with the card for Kara, is there like a Cash App or something we can send to,
Yes, can I get you that information?
please?
I will. I'm gonna get that information. We've been in touch with her sister Kimmy, so I will get that to you. And I'm gonna just get you her so you can send it directly from you. Would that be okay?
That'd be great.
Because we're gonna do a whole thing from the office, but I think that's really awesome that you want to do that. And so I will get you her Cash App and you can send that or her Venmo or whatever.
Hey,
Okay.
Lisa, I would like to do it as well too, please.
Oh, okay, yeah, so I will get that for you. I will get that for you guys and here in just a little bit, if that's okay. Thank you guys very much. Sue, do you have any inventory coming? Sorry to put you on the spot.
I've got one we're fixing to list here in about 3 weeks. It's up
Okay.
in Or I put it on the Keller Williams Facebook.
So you have one that's coming you feel right now?
Uh-huh. We're fixing to start some actually towards it's towards the Clements area. It's on the corner of Blackburn and Evans Road. We're gonna be starting, we got 13. We're gonna start, actually, we started on 2 of them, just started digging the footers on those. But the only one that we have complete right now, or fixing to be complete, is the one up in Ardmore that I put on.
Okay, and can you go over that again real quick? It's Ardmore, Alabama, and it's.
Yeah, it's a 1,425 square foot, 3-bedroom, Renai hot water. It's on sewer, gas fireplace, full brick. We have it at 199.5 is what I'm gonna list it for.
Okay. Awesome. Very good. All right, does anybody else have anything that they want to share? Robert, you were about to say something.
I've got a couple listings, one out in Riverwalk, but it's probably about a month away. That's up off of Winchester.
Okay.
That'll be about 500. One possibly in Hampton Cove. That'll be about 750. More than likely. That's, I'm working 3 or 4 different other people, but God knows when people are gonna be ready.
That's crazy. I just wanted to touch real quickly on, and Chandra's gonna chime in with me. When buyers right now, some buyers are just crazy. They're desperate to get into homes and do things, and they're just calling. We are finding that they're just calling people, right? One agent here, one agent here. When you meet with them and, always ask, It's just what we do. It's courteous. Always ask, are you working with another agent? And they won't always tell you the truth. We know that too, right, Chandra? So, but we always want to do that. And then, respect it. Buyers, here, like they're putting in different offers with different agents all over. They're signing buyer agency agreement. And we're still dealing with one today that we're working on, but in the last 2 weeks, we've probably had about 4 of these where buyer said they weren't working with anybody, or they didn't have a buyer agency agreement. They signed one with our agent, and lo and behold, it comes out that they had signed a buyer agency agreement with someone else. I think 4 instances that we've been working through. And so, and some are with Keller and some on the other side. So, so right now we have one that has 2 buyer agency agreements. Right? So it's just so important when, you're educating them, share the value with them working with you, make sure that they're not working with anybody. Because really at the end of the day, if they were to hold their feet to the fire, even though they're not, it's not for curing calls necessarily, them walking in, but those buyers could be on the hook from the brokerage because they had a buyer agency agreement with them, because there's agents that are working this, and then they're calling another agent to work this way, and it just can become a little bit of a mess. We like to just do what's a win-win for everybody and get through. So just when you're working, just make sure, I know all of you will, and that you are, but just say, please ask them if they're working with another agent first. And then, then do your buyer's agency if that's how you want to do it, not associate or transition, whatever. Chandra, what would you like to add to that?
No, all of that is true. And if they say to you that they were working with an agent and they didn't get along with that agent and they're not working with that agent, you have to ask them if they signed anything. If they tell you they had made an offer in the past, then that's probably a good indication that they have at some point signed a buyer's agency agreement with someone. So just press the issues, because ultimately, even if you get them under contract and spend all your time and doing all the work, if another agent shows up with a buyer agency agreement that was signed before yours, that commission is going to have to be shared. And to protect yourself, when you start working with a buyer, immediately get them sign a buyer's agency agreement, because in the event that they're working with you and you spend time working with them and they call the listing agent because they think that they have a better chance of getting a house if they work with the listing agent, then you're protected. So get that paperwork signed, and when you're working with the buyer, ask the right questions. And
I just, in all of the years, it's never been this crazy. We're on the phone all the time right now. So just trying to work through things. So let's just try. Just do what we're supposed to do. Okay. I have a pair of paper use socks that we are about to give away. Okay. And it goes to number 5. Angela Black.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna leave them in my locker. My feet are always freezing in here. My feet were purple the other day. I look like a corpse.
All right. Well, okay, you guys, put on your calendar, June 15th, Botanical Garden. And y'all go make it a great day. It was good to see everybody. And Mikkel has brought pizza. We've got some waters and some drinks out here. If y'all want to grab some pizza. And is that it?
I think so.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Mikkel.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, here's the plate and here's the napkin. I know. Silver will go in there. That's okay. I'll go grab some waters too.
Bye, Randall. Bye, Ken.
All right, y'all come get pizza.
Appreciate it.
I'm Randy. So I'm just.